Hi guys, so this is another quick and dirty video about how we're going to import a group of clients into Bay. So I'm logged into Bay and I'm going to hit my customer relations and my contacts and leads, and that's going to pull up. And then under manage up in the right corner, I'm sorry, I keep looking over to my big screen because my eyes are old. You type in import contacts. So what this does is allows you to file and import from a CSV file. So I'm just going to run through this real quick. You say next. You're going to choose your file, and I'm just going to go to my downloads because I've got some. I'm just going to say Zillow contacts that I'm going to upload. My first row in my CSV file does contain field names, so if you have column headers in your CSV file, make sure you say yes here. It is a CSV file. You can do tab separated, but just about everything you see now on importing and exporting is going to be a CSV file. These are leads. They are not going to be contacts for me. You can choose to do it either way. It honestly doesn't really matter. Lead source is going to be Zillow. And then I'm not changing these either, just the public ID and the owner public IDs. And then you say next. So this is where I map the names. So I'm immediately seeing that I need to go back in and do some work on my CSV file and separate these names out. So I have a first name and a last name because I like to customize a lot of my stuff when I'm sending emails saying, Dear Lauren, Dear Roger. And so I'm going to go back in and redo some of this. But for our purposes today, I don't want to ignore this because I do want to map this to the first name in Bay. This I'm going to not play with today. So this is my contact. Oops, my contact type. I use this here. So basically you're taking your columns in your CSV file and you're mapping them to where it works. So this, I need to not ignore this column because it's got all my phone numbers in it. So I'm going to go down and make that a phone number. And then again, you don't want to ignore these because these are email addresses. So I'm going to map this to my email column. Create date. This is when they first contacted me in Zillow. I'm not sure that I have a date field, but if I wanted to capture this, I could by going in and adding a custom field in here. So no, I haven't added that, so I'm not going to keep track of that. Same way with this create time. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to pay attention to status. These are all team members, or these are all contacts that have been assigned to me, so I don't care about that. I don't care about connection status. I do care about what their price point is, so I'm going to fudge this a little bit and just use my, I'm going to use my estimated value field for this. And then this is the zip code that they're looking in. So I'm going to put this in my postal code because that tells me what area they're looking in. So then I say next. This tells me how many contacts I've got that I'm going to be importing. And it tells me that it's skipping that first column because that's where all the data columns were. And then I'm going to say next. And now it's telling me that it's importing all of those people. So that's a quick and dirty overview of how you import this from a CSV file. I'm going to close that right now because I don't need to show that to you guys. And when you come back, after that's done importing, you're going to see all these people in your database. So that's a quick and dirty. How do you import files into your Bay CRM using a CSV file import?